Do you feel ugly today? Well, duh, that's because you are silly. But tell me, what is it that makes you ugly? Is it your crooked, unsymmetrical, Pinocchio pointing looking nose? Is it your rooster looking double chin? Or is it your mega mind but mega stupid looking forehead? Oh, who am I kidding? It's all of the above. No wonder you have no friends. And let's not even mention the love you definitely don't have. But listen to me, if you have found love before, which is so unbelievable, then that means they liked you only for your personality and not your looks, obviously. But even though they liked you for your personality, they eventually left you because of your annoying personality, which is really sad and pathetic, but not surprising. So remember this, you may feel ugly today and you may feel ugly tomorrow, but nothing is more ugly than your desperate personality that nobody wants to put up with. Are you touch deprived? Well, then just go to the petting zoo. I'm pretty sure they'd be glad to feature you as the most ugliest animal. Then you could get all the attention you want. You're not used to that, huh? The only attention you get is when you go out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings, because since when did the buffaloes actually come to the restaurant? Now, did you know that buffaloes weigh about 2,000 pounds? Yeah, so you may want to start exercising because you kind of went over that limit. Now, you may be wondering, Naomi, if you're talking all this mess, then let's see your body. Well, that's the problem. It's ugly just like yours, but at least my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. But I bet your fat ass is already there. Sorry to disappoint you, but I wasn't talking about real milkshakes, you idiot. I mean, are you always this hungry? If only people loved you the way you love food. Do you cry a lot? Good. Maybe those tears can help you lose some of that water weight you've been putting on. But next time, maybe put on some makeup instead. That might get someone to actually like you back. Unless they're allergic to dogs, then you're just out of luck. But listen, I'm tired of you guys saying your confidence level just went down, because since when did ugly people get confidence from the start? You're ugly, so act like a sweetheart. I mean, how dumb must you be to think that you're actually pretty? I'm pretty sure a hippo has a higher IQ than you, but don't tell your mom I said that about her. What was that? Oh no, I think your mom heard me. I don't want to be her lunch or yours either. Are you ready for hot girl summer? Well, honey, put that hoodie back on because it looks like you're not. The only thing you're ready for is dinner, so slow down. It's not going anywhere, just like your life. But get a hold of yourself. Just because you're ugly doesn't mean you're not important. It also means you're insignificant, so remember that when you gain a little bit of confidence. But remember, confidence isn't the only thing you're gaining. My bad. I think I took it a little bit too far, so please don't get your mom to beat me up because I heard that gorillas are really strong. You know what? I'm done. I shouldn't be talking to you like this. Woof woof. Was that better? I'm sorry. I just can't stop, unlike you when it comes to exercising. My apologies. Somebody locked me up, but not at the zoo, because that's your home. Wow, I just keep going, just like you when you get a second plate of food.
Jim, you're 6'11", and you weigh 90 pounds. Gumby has a better body than you. Boom. Roasted. Dwight, you're a kiss ass. Boom. Roasted. Pam, you failed art school. Boom. Roasted. Meredith, you've slept with so many guys, you're starting to look like one. Boom. Roasted. Kevin, I can't decide between a fat joke and a dumb joke. Boom, roasted. Creed, your teeth called. Your breath stinks. Boom, roasted. Angela, where's Angela? Well, there you are. I didn't see you behind that grain of rice. Boom, roasted. Stanley, you crush your wife during sex and your heart sucks. Boom, roasted. Oscar, you are...
Are you depressed? Well, I would be too if I had a sad life like yours. You have no friends, no money. I would support your charity, but I'd rather not get involved with the Feed the Dogs organization. I'm more of a cat person, you know? Besides, if I was gonna get a dog, I wouldn't get the ugly one. I guess that's why nobody wants you. But don't worry, you may be having a hard time with life right now, but remember, dogs have a life expectancy up to 10 and 15 years. So get your gravestone ready. Anyway, you may have noticed that I'm making some eggs. Well, of course you did, because it's food we're talking about, so stop drooling. But can you guess which one is you? Now go ahead and touch some grass and not a plate of food for once. An ugly guy used to like me back in the day, which is awesome because now, ugly or not, no one seems to like me. But anyways, there's this guy who randomly texted me one day saying he saw me in the hallways and thought I was really cute. And I was flattered because I never get this kind of attention. Anyway, we started to text and I was really curious about what he looked like, so he sent me a picture with two people in it. A fine, beautiful male species on the right and an ugly, horrific beast on the left. Now, my name isn't Belle, so we're not gonna have this whole Beauty and the Beast romance. But when I found out it was the guy on the left, let's just say I was ready to call animal control. Anyway, I ended up ghosting him, but not because he was ugly, because I don't discriminate, but because he was so cocky. I mean, you would have thought he looked like Michael B. Jordan with the ego he had. But if he doesn't get his Humpty Dumpty hippopotamus self back to the zoo, I might need a tranquilizer. Are you stupid? Yeah, stupid enough to think that anyone's gonna like you for your personality. In fact, that'll be the reason why they leave, but oops, my bad. It's rude of me to assume anyone would even like you in the first place. I mean, no one would be caught dead dating an ugly loser like you, 'cause that's embarrassing. But here, I made you some earrings, so reminds you of somebody? It's you. Do you love yourself? Well, apparently not if you're letting yourself walk out looking like an animal who belongs in old McDonald's farm. E-I-E-I-O, more like that unibrow gotta go. And let me guess, you're alone all the time, aren't you? Well, of course you are. We can't let an ugly gorilla out on the loose, so why don't you stay in your cage? If you can fit in it. But let's talk about how pathetic you are. When you were little, you used to sing Jack and Jill went up the hill, but now look at you. You can barely make it up the stairs. How sad. Your parents must be so proud. I'll go get a zoo ticket and go talk to them later. In the meanwhile, go get your beauty sleep. It looks like you need it. Are you insecure? Well, by the baggy hoodies you always wear, I'm gonna assume that you are, but there's no reason to be insecure. Like, yeah, maybe you are ugly, but you don't have to hide it because everyone already knows what a hairy fat buffalo looks like. I'm kidding. I'm all for body positivity. It's just your face. That's the problem. Looks like you never experienced pretty privilege a day in your life, and why would you? It's called pretty privilege for a reason, not animal abuse. Now, go ahead and take a walk, and no, don't take a walk to the refrigerator.
I'm James. I'm 17. And I'm pretty sure I'm a psychopath.
Are you ugly? Well, seeing that you're single, I'm gonna assume that you are. But don't worry. Someday someone as pathetic as you may come along and date you out of pity. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. How about you get a bigger ass and then we'll talk. But for now, have fun walking around looking like Slender Man with your rectangle looking self. But hey, don't get all self-conscious on me now because maybe you will find someone before Valentine's Day. I hear that the zoo is open. Maybe you can find some love there. But then again, they're probably way out of your league. What a loser. Next time, instead of wasting your money on food, invest your money in some makeup, especially some concealer. Those under eye bags aren't gonna cover themselves, sweetie. I am dying on the inside, and you know why? Because guess what holiday's coming up? Valentine's Day, you big dummy. And guess what? I am still single and embarrassed. And normally I wouldn't mind, but the fact that I'm gonna look, I don't know, stupid on February 14th, it's really put myself in a pickle. So I'm ready to get hurt again. I'm ready to get that. Okay, well, what I'm trying to say is I'm ready to date somebody who's gonna dump me in 2 weeks. Are you an outcast? Well, with that face, I think we both know the answer to that one. I mean, really, do you seriously go out in public like that? I mean, I'm all in for being yourself, but if you really wanted to embrace the inner you, I think it would be nice to take a trip to your hometown, you know, the zoo. And when you look at the pigs, don't think of eating them because that would be wrong. I do not support cannibalism here. Anyway, have you talked to any of your friends recently? Of course not, because that would be weird. People don't want to see you talk to yourself because obviously you don't have any real friends to talk to. But you can always talk to me. I only charge $1,000 for therapy sessions, and it looks like you need one. Now, how many friends did you lose over quarantine? Ha! Trick question. You can't lose what you don't have, silly. Anyway, I know you've been having a hard time recently, so here, I made you some eggs and bacon. Don't eat it now. I knew I was ugly, but wow. Like, I'm literally struggling here. I commented a comment on these 2 cute guys' posts. Really cute, really amazing. I said, it's rude of you to assume I didn't get a sunburn by looking at your face because you're such a hottie, right? They both deleted the comment. Not one, but they both did. My bad if I'm trying to get a boy. You have low self-esteem. Good, because ugly people are supposed to be insecure, so at least you're doing something right for once. Anyway, let's talk about you today, because I'm doing a project for science class and need more information about the mind of a depressed teen. So tell me, did you wake up lonely today? Yeah, I thought so. It's pretty hard to date someone while looking like that. Maybe start doing long distance. Then you can always use makeup and filters to catfish them. But to be fair, I think they noticed the difference between a human and an ugly cockroach. Your bug-like features would just give it all away no matter how many filters you use. But hey, maybe you could win them over by saying you're an iconic movie star. It's not every day someone gets the chance to date an actor from the cartoon movie Bug's Life. As a matter of fact, you should date a bug exterminator. That would be the ideal match, don't you think? They try to kill you, you run for your life. Wait a minute, you're probably running towards this gingerbread man. Should have known. I bet you're so lonely that you still have stuffed animals in your room, right? I mean, I guess it's pretty nice to know you're not the only animal around, but it's still weird how you sleep with it while imagining it as your crush. I mean, how desperate can someone be? You know what? Let me tell you something, because it's just me and you here, so let's just keep this between us. But your crush doesn't like you? It never will. I know. Crazy, but not surprising, because at this point, you should be used to rejection. And for all the annoying little people out there that's about to comment and say, OMG, I'm dating my crush, so this doesn't relate to me. Just shut up. up already, cause who asked? Who did? You know what? I bet they don't even like you. I bet your relationship is fake, because look at you. Why voluntarily date an animal? Yes, they may get free tickets to the zoo whenever they come visit your house, but my question is why? Why date someone so ugly? I know, so you may want to rethink your relationship, because us single people may be lonely and pathetic, but at least we're not getting played. But don't imagine yourself animal as your crush, because only losers do that. Idiot. I bet you are. The fact that you can't hold down a relationship for more than a couple of months is sad. Not only do you fail at your school classes, but you also fail at love. That's embarrassing. But hey, my bad. It was so rude of me to think you even had a relationship from the start. Pathetic. But hey, maybe you can ask the Grinch to steal your ugliness away. It would really be good for the economy. Better yet, just throw yourself out in the ocean. Now remember, the way to swim correctly is to just sink to the bottom. And if you're struggling to breathe and suddenly see a white light coming towards you, that just means you're doing it right. Anyway, before you go to that white light, look at the Grinch. I made something that I'm actually proud of. Too bad your parents can't say the same. Are you the ugly one in your friend group? Yeah, I thought so too. But I'm still trying to figure out, how did you even get friends? Honestly, I really think it's a social experiment, because any day now, they're gonna pull out the cameras, put you on a leash, and send you back to the animal shelter where you belong. But you know what? I got an idea. You should pack your bags, get on a plane, and go to this island called You're Really Pretty. Wait, you don't know where that is? That's because it doesn't exist. Just like your so-called friends. Now listen, it's all in your head. They're not real. Your prettiness is not real either. But you know what is real? Your insecurities. And I hope you remember that. Are you tired of being ugly? I mean, I could tell that you're tired by the bags hanging so desperately underneath your dull, crusty eyes, but what are you tired from? Let me guess. You stay up all night FaceTiming your friends? Psh, I'm kidding, you ugly freak. Because what friends do you even have? Exactly. None who actually wants to talk to you. The only thing keeping you awake at night is the stress of knowing that you have homework due that we both know you're not going to finish. I mean, you didn't even start. So now we have two problems here. Your ugly face and your bad procrastination habit. No wonder people don't want to deal with you. But hey, at least you can still call up your significant other and ask, oh wait, you don't have one because you're single, because an ugly face plus annoying personality means being lonely forever. And I bet you didn't know that, since your dumbass is probably failing math. But don't worry, maybe this devil will date you, but he might steal your soul instead of your heart. But hey, whatever it takes to make a hungry hippo happy, right?